Us Against the Gods. A couple things before we do get started today. You know someone who wants to play in a G-Merit game, I'd love to talk to them about either getting on the waitlist or into a one-shot, because campaign slots are currently full. We do have some cool stuff coming over on Patreon. Go check that out. We've got the YouTube channel. If you do watch that, do hit the thumbs up. It does help us out over there. We also have the clip contest going on. We gave away a hero shirt last month. We're going to give away a really cool prize this month as well. So get those clips and timestamps in the clip contest channel if you're interested in entering that drawing at the end of the month. We also have the Tiny Yet Mighty mugs and travel mugs over at gmeric.com. If you've not picked one up, go ahead and grab one for your diminutive friend, because they may be tiny, but they could be smitey. Let's go ahead and get you guys started, because it is time to play some D&D, and it's that time. So let's get you guys rolling here. Twilight is out. He is fine, but he is out of pocket at the moment. Wish him the best. He'll be back next week. You guys are adventuring in the lands of Toivoa, but specifically in the Fey realms. Nowhere on this map could we find you, as you are currently in the city of Ashelion, where you were greeted by Rifer Ironspring and last had a bit of a duel between Twilight's Call and Mr. Sin, Covet's father, for her hand in marriage and for a place on the royal court. He wanted to retire and had essentially made a show of the duel by allowing Twilight's Call to win. After the duel, they were about to leave to let you guys go on your way. Was there anything you wanted to say to the Von Sins prior to their departure, as you guys are working to establish yourselves here in Ashelion in order to acquire resources and contacts in your efforts to free the Shantara Grove?
Well, I don't think I did a proper introduction of everybody, um, because
Indeed
this
not.
whole situation with Twilight, um, just happened so very, very quickly. So Covet will um, begin to introduce the rest of the group to her parents. Um, and she will introduce her parents. Hey, everybody. I, my mother here would probably is probably not happy with the fact that I haven't introduced you guys
Your
to them
manners
other than
have
Twilight.
slacked here.
Well, my husband, or soon to be husband, here, um, was challenged to a duel and by my dad. I think I deserve a little bit of a slide, don't you think, Mom?
She
But
just looks at you.
yeah, that tracks. So she will just take a deep breath and say, "You already know Twilight. These are my friends that I've been traveling with for the last 20 years on the material plane. And this is Islaren.
Armed, I'm sure.
She is a
Many.
very influential um, person on the material planes. She is the ambassador of the Protectorate."
A protectorate? You tell us more.
And Kevet will let Islaren reveal what she chooses.
A pleasure to meet you both. The ambassador of the Shinoza Protectorate. We are a maritime people. We preside over the seas and ensure that there is order.
All the seas. quite a high order from what I understand. Is it true that the material plane is 80% water?
Never know.
So how, as the ambassador of such a vast and powerful country, do you claim territory without knowing the limits of your boundaries?
Well, it is not the size of the seas that I doubt, but I've never learned the size of the land.
Ah, well put. And what types of actions do you perform as the ambassador?
Well, I have been negotiating with other leaders, getting to know them.
Specifically
We
of the
are
land-based people.
work basically of the land-based people, yes, and now of the Bay.
Ah, so have you
Is
come to
our,
negotiate at court?
among other things, yes.
Oh,
The
delightful.
Protectorate has an interest in seeing the portals between realms close,
Interesting.
especially the ones that are coming. And as Lauren just glances at Twilight,
Ah,
He will.
especially ones that
He'll
are
look.
coming from.
Say that again. I'm sorry. Continue.
Nope, nope, go ahead.
I'm gonna kind of play for Twilight. He'll look at her and just kind of nod. Um, and basically say, I plan to take back my birthright, my home, or what's left of it. We plan to reclaim it and push back as much of the darkness as we can, and close the portals doing so.
interesting. Lord
So this effort has
Twilight.
become an alliance.
Go ahead. Go ahead, sorry.
So this effort has become an alliance of sorts between Twilight, between Covet, between myself and my people, and now several other peoples have given their assistance as well.
Impressive work, Ambassador. As a question, what is in it for the Fey Courts?
Getting rid of Thalia Neverwhirl.
Getting rid of her? Truly? But what does that entail? You seek to kill her? Depose her?
Covet just stands there and she takes a moment.
Whatever is necessary to ensure she is not a threat.
Very interesting.
And Covet nods in agreement.
You believe by removing Lady Neverwhirl from power that would remove threats to the material plane?
And
I know
Faye.
this for a fact.
How so?
She travels through portals. I have the ability to close them.
Really? Excellent. Oh, here, Covet, you've become very powerful in your absence.
You wanted me to grow, didn't you? And she looks at her parents rather pointedly.
Well, yes. But we would have wished for you to have grown here.
Didn't seem to work out that way, did it?
No, I'm afraid not. Why did it take you so long to return to us, Cavalier?
I had no way to return. Until very recently.
Is that true? Or were you simply avoiding us in his bid for power?
No. In reality, Twilight was...
Your father's putting his hand on your mother's shoulder. She came back to us, and that's what matters.
I was not avoiding it, if that's what you were asking. No. But circumstances beyond my control prevented me coming home.
If you don't mind us asking, how did you manage it in this case?
She looks at Ayla and says, my friend Ayla was able to help us shift planes. And we're here because of her. And allow me to present my friend Ayla Taylor and her husband Winkle.
I'm charmed. Sure.
I do a little curtsy and say, it is so very good to meet you.
You must be quite the woman to have tamed such a powerful ruler of the plains.
Did not tame, but did help him reestablish his relationship with his parents.
That's very nice. Are you in the business of reestablishing people with their parents? Done so for this, what was your name, sir?
Winkle.
For Mr. Bwinkle. And now with my daughter. Is this your business?
No, it is not, but it just so happens that as this group has traveled together, a lot of relationships have been reestablished. And I count that as one of the successes of our group. By doing so, we have established some very dramatic what's the word I want to use, allies that can help us even from the material realm as we seek to assist Twilight in reclaiming his homeland.
Very delightful. So if that is not your profession, what is?
I am a cleric for the god Dignus, and
Dear.
and that's what I started out as, and now I have become a wife as well.
So, what I understand, the great Lusitars of the plains are without a hunting ground. Is that true?
Not now.
Really? What has changed?
Go ahead, Winkle, it's your story. You tell it.
Regained control of the tribe. And we have destroyed a shapeshifter that became a Wendigo that was controlling all the people. And now he is back to being the leader.
Not just for clarification, that it's not. Bartholomew is back to being the leader.
Yes, Bartholomew.
Yeah, he is the son of Bartholomew.
And what of the Great Moose Chuck War?
We have made peace, though some of us still don't trust moose chucks. But
Are
we
you among
will.
them?
I will never fully trust a moose chuck. However, they have shown that they are behind us in controlling the land, and they will rule their area and we will rule ours.
From what I understood, the Moose Chucks had claimed all of the hunting grounds, save for the mountains. You're going to allow them to continue to dominate the plains.
We will probably do that. We have other options.
I'm curious as to what those might be.
On the material planes, we have been offered a land of our own where we can hunt and we can live. We will look into that, but no decisions have been made either way.
Oh, that sounds delightful. I wish you the best. After
We
all,
have tried
no one likes war.
wherever we have gone. The 6 of us have tried diligently to leave things better than they were when we got there.
Oh,
We want to be a force of good and to stop evil when possible.
you believe that evil exists, or is it simply misguided good?
Evil exists.
Really?
When you come across it, you know.
I hope I never do come across it.
I hope you don't either.
Ah. And this handsome young man, what is your name?
This is Aowen, and she will um, allow Aowen to fully introduce themselves and what they want to reveal.
Anyone there?
I'm here. Is mic working?
Yes, I can hear you.
It's safe to give the name, right? Like
I've already introduced you, so you're
Okay.
good. You could just say, "You may call me Aowen."
Okay. You may call me A1, and I'm part of the Blue Cloaks from Nausha.
The Blue Cloaks, what are they?
Um, they're they're protectors in Nausha, right?
Yes.
It's slow morning.
Okay.
The Blue Cloaks are protectors of Nausha.
And what is Nausha?
It's it's where I come from. I guess it's basically my home.
You're a protector of your homelands. Are you a protector through military might, as your armor indicates? Or do you use other methods, such as negotiation, as your ally Lauren here does?
I think it depends because sometimes things can be handled through negotiation, but sometimes they can't.
Ah, well, sounds like you're wise. It's good to have you with the association with my daughter. What do you think of my daughter? Is she proving herself to be competent?
She's the captain.
The captain?
Uh,
Of what?
Captain. I'm not the captain.
I'm
I-
sorry. It's just kind of a running gag, isn't it, Aowen?
yeah, it's an inside joke with us. Um,
Why is a position of power considered a joke?
um, that aside, I think your daughter is a very lovely woman, and she's proven to be very confident so far. He's one of the, but he's very reliable as well.
Truly. Well, things have
She's
changed.
she's kind of like the glue that holds us together. And she had a bad experience where someone accused her of being a captain, and it took everything we could do to convince them that she was not the captain of the vessel that we were on. And so it's been kind of a teasing joke because we love her so much that we call her the captain.
Ah, the explanation does make it more humorous. Ah, ah.
It was definitely a harrowing experience, that is for sure.
I'm sure. And that you might be called the captain. Ha 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 ha.
Uh, yeah,
Well,
I think I did pretty well proving myself against the judge of the dead.
the judge of the dead. What's that?
A very, very powerful deity.
I have not heard of the Judge of the Dead in regards to the worship of Imkael. Are you an apostate, Covet?
No. There
Have
is
you?
much I have learned. There is much I have yet to ponder. But to grow, as you want me to, I have to question all.
Well, I think it's best for us to cease the questioning here. Won't you join us at our estate?
Um, yes.
Or
Yeah.
did you have a place to stay already here in Ashelion?
Well, the queen has offered us lodging at her palace.
They look at
She's
each other
performing this.
and are a little concerned at that. Are you certain that's what you want to do? We do have nice rooms in the manor, and you know that of it. But if you prefer to stay with strangers in the palace, you can, of course.
Winkle, noticing all this going on, and he goes, just looks, and he's always worried about Ayla and says, "Is there a reason we should be considering this? Not not to be safe?"
I don't know, but Queen Tatiana was almost adamant that we stay at the palace so that she could conduct the wedding ceremony tomorrow when she chose. So I don't know. I'll leave it to Covet. She knows this area better than we do.
I will be watching closer.
Thank you, Winkle.
And Covet, do you have a wedding dress, or would you like to borrow mine?
I haven't seen your wedding dress in a very long time.
Have to cut it down.
I am much shorter than you, Mother. Would you be okay with that?
We can hem it up. That won't be a problem. We may have to fill it out a little bit, though.
I think
Okay.
that would be very sweet if we can get it pulled off.
All right. I'll do that.
Mr. Sin here smiles. Pulling it off is Twilight's job.
Twilight looks at him and just kind of blinks, but then smiles and just kind of looks at Covet and just kind of wiggles his eyebrows.
Along with his whiskers?
Along with his
Yes,
whiskers.
he's twirling the whiskers around his finger and says, "Indeed."
For the record, you will be very happy to know that he has whiskers when he returns. So,
I don't know what you're talking about. Very excited.
are you ready? Won't you at least come to the manor to the wedding dress and see if it fits? There's no obligation to stay, of course, but at least you can come by.
Is she being like really truthful or trying to rope me into something? Because now that she's learned much, she is very nervous about what they would do. She's on guard 100% now.
I'm just going to answer with yes. It's both. There's probably conversations she wants to have without being out in public. She probably wants you to try on the dress because she's trying to be helpful. She wants you home because you've been gone for so long. There's a lot of people around watching and listening. It's probably safer to have discussions not here. There's
That's
layers upon layers and layers of this. It's her trying to wrest control from the universe.
And with that knowledge, she will look at her mother and say, "Yes, we'll come to your house. We'll come to the house. We'll come."
Excellent. And she's going to cast a spell. See little shimmers of red sparkles from her fingers. And you will hear a very gentle you will mouth some words that you can't hear. Smile. By the time we arrive, dinner will be ready. Is there anything that we should not eat tonight? No? Very well.
Covet looks at the group, just seeing if anybody has any objections.
We will see you at the manor. Whenever you arrive is fine. They're going to go arm in arm and start walking up.
Well,
I've left the party alone here.
Covet just looks at Twilight and she's just like, "Well, it seems like you made a good impression."
Would he respond? How would Twilight respond to you?
Um,
Made a good impression.
he would say, naturally. Of course I did. That's just what I do. Was there any doubt? And I will say, just a little doubt because I know what he did and what he what he was in court and frankly,
He's
the
going to
guy that
put a
you learned
finger on your
everything
lips,
about.
trying to keep you be quiet in public about this. And he's going to be like, just shh. Where's my reward?
And she gives him a kiss.
Smiles, looks up at all the rainbows and everything, and the fact that you guys are currently standing on water. And beneath the mist of the waterfalls and the rainbows here will dip you into a kiss. Twilight's call.
And
Of
that's what
course
he
he
does.
does.
That's what he does.
And then with a smile, he drops you into the water.
Yep, that's what he does.
That's also what he does. But at the same time, he wouldn't want to do that because he wouldn't drop her in the water. He would
No?
actually no.
Just dip her
He
head or
would act
something?
like he's gonna he would act like he's gonna drop her in the
Ah,
water.
okay, okay.
But he
And
wouldn't
make her
actually do it
holler.
because
Very well.
yeah.
Just get the squee,
Squee or eep.
the eep of terror. Yes.
The eat.
Yeah.
Very well. So, as you guys collect yourselves from this beautiful waterfall, what do you want to do?
Covet, are you intending on staying at your parents' tonight?
I don't want to make the queen mad. Don't want to make my parents upset. I don't know yet. I need to go to my parents' house first, I guess,
Well, I was going to
and
say,
figure out what's going on with that.
if you were planning on staying, we better let Queen Tatiana know. Because, we don't want to incur her anger.
Agreed. Okay, so I'm doing a lot of rolls today. So if the queen would Covet know of what could potentially happen if they refuse the queen's invitation? Has something like that happened before?
Of course, it's happened before.
What did the weather do?
It was stormy and unpredictable, tornadoes and hurricane winds. It was not pleasant.
We'll discuss whether we do when we get to the manor, but right now the idea of making her upset is not good. So let's go to my parents' home. My childhood home?
Awesome. Well, as you guys walk along the various streets here in Ashelion, you head onto the Silverbow Path once again. As you do so, it's quiet, but there's people walking along. It's beautiful, and the park kind of welcomes you of it. It's nice to be here without that escort of Yavia.
True. But now knowing how many times her path was diverted, she pays extra attention. Yet still yet seeing how much truly has changed in the years that she's since in the years that she's been gone.
For a while, you guys will depart the park and go down a very beautifully paved road. The marble that is used to pave the road is done perfectly in slabs with barely a crack between them. As you guys approach, there's a beautiful manor up ahead that Covet von Sin calls home. Been years since you've seen this, Covet, and from your perspective, it hasn't changed barely at all.
Nope.
It's an
She
impressive home,
looks.
Covet.
It's a beautiful home.
It was home. It was a place of learning. It was a place of refuge. And she remembers the way that she was before she lost her way, before Twilight was sent for her. And she remembers that she was not necessarily the greatest person to be around. And she will tell the group that I only hope that I can prove that I am better than what I once was. I have grown. I have changed.
For
Not
what it
wrong.
is worth, I believe you have, just in the time that I've known you.
I just hope some of the servants will give me a chance to prove it. I wasn't the greatest person here. So with that, she smiles at Islaren and then nods at the rest of the group and takes Twilight's hand, and which he will bring up to his mouth and kiss the back of her hand and head towards the inside of the building.
Okay. As you approach, you're going to be greeted at the door as it opens up. Covet, is that you? Covet von Sin.
Yes, it is I.
Come in, dear.
I don't know who this is,
You
GM.
forgot your dinner. Get in here. And I'm going to send you their name. Here you go. You didn't finish your dinner when you left last time, and I've thought about saving it, but 60 years is far too long. It's gone bad. Well, now you're going to have to make up for it. Sit down and have a meal.
Of course. May I introduce you to my friends?
No dilly-dallying. Get in.
She smiles and follows.
The rest of you can come in too, and I'll make dinner for each of you. Get in. Get in here. We'll have dinner in the parlor. And this figure
She makes her
just
way.
goes in, bustling Covet in, separating her from everybody else by about 5 feet, as this person is now number 2 in line, just shoving Covet forward.
Late.
You're very, very late, young lady. Yeah. Eat something. You look
I am not
wayfish.
late. Everybody else is just merely early.
No, everyone else was on time. You haven't been eating my cooking in years. We're going to fix that now. Here's a cinnamon bun. You need to eat. My goodness, you've lost way too much weight, dear. Have you been eating?
Of course, I've been eating.
I can probably see right through you. Turn sideways. Goodness
She rolls her
gracious! You know
eyes
what
and
I?
turns.
You know what I would rate you at that point right there? About a V8.
A V8.
Yes. You know, we can't even see you.
Oh, I think I will gladly take the cinnamon bun.
You need some meat on your bones. Yeah. Who's been feeding you?
She looks at the group.
The
Everybody's
five
been
of
cooking.
you? The five of you have
I'm
been feeding
moving
her. What have you
behind
been
the
feeding her?
moose.
Sticks?
I'm moving behind the moose.
I've become proficient, and though I know I will never be as good as
Proficient. Ah!
you. Mhm.
You know what they say? And this little halfling's coming up to you. You never trust a skinny cook. Everyone knows that.
Well,
Exactly right. Yeah.
if I eat this, I will also make you some of my chocolate chip cookies that I have perfected over the years.
Chocolate chip
My
cookies. You
friend.
probably stole the recipe from me, didn't you?
No.
Are you still
No.
putting peanut butter in your cookies?
No.
No. Oh dear. How do you think you're going to make good chocolate chip cookies without peanut butter?
Not everybody can have peanut butter.
Can everybody have the cookies you make?
I honestly, in RL, I have a friend that's allergic to zinc, and I have made it where they can't have where it doesn't have zinc in it. Haha! So yes.
Well, that's just overachieving. I bet you've sacrificed
I
on
just
flavor.
hear. No, I haven't.
Sure you
He
have.
was a repeat customer.
Mm-hmm.
Repeat customer.
Customer of what?
The cookies.
Interesting. Ah, well, I'll have to check your cookies later.
Hmm.
Now, eat up. The rest of you, I'm going to go ahead and get you some food too. Go ahead and settle down. Make yourselves comfortable. And there you go, walking out. Leaving
I was
you
never.
awkwardly here.
Kevin sits down, has the bun, and she looks at the group and just mumbles, "I've never been heavy enough for him."
Covet, who was that?
That is Garrick Underbow. He's the cook. And cares
I'm
deeply.
still trying to change the name to Undergo.
And Underbow? Still?
Eat your food, woman.
She takes a deep breath. She sighs. She takes a bite, chews, swallows, and just says, "I've never been heavy enough. Never been heavy enough."
I think you're just fine.
I guess it's all in perspective, right?
Yeah.
Eric comes back out with a giant cinnamon roll. Fine. You think she's fine? Goodness, that explains why you look the way you look. You need some meat on
Oh,
your bones
why?
too,
She's
young lady.
stunning. She's stunning.
Of course she is. She'd be more stunning with about 40 more pounds. Here,
I couldn't
That's
get through
your
the door.
opinion.
and my
That's
opinion
your
is
opinion.
right.
And so is hers.
Oh, excellent. I'm glad we're in agreement.
No, she's happy with the way she is. Leave her alone, Garrick.
Oh dear. Well, if nobody wants this cinnamon roll, then I'm just going to have to throw it away.
The moose walks over and says, "Thank you." Picks up the cinnamon roll, pops it in his mouth, eats, swallows it, and looks, "Ooh, that was good. Got a couple more?"
Well,
He has
yes,
a thing for mooseberries too.
you do.
Well, yeah, but
Well,
I have.
excuse me, I'll make one special for you.
Okay.
And gonna go running off.
Covet looks at Ayla and winks at her. You're
Ooh,
welcome.
Oh no.
Coming out
Twilight
just a
is
few moments later,
taking bits off of her plate because that's what he would do.
right? So it takes him a moment to go about and make the mooseberry cinnamon roll, but we'll go ahead and do so. And as he comes out, he's going to bring it to you, Boinkle, directly. Now, if you need anything specific, we can go ahead and make it more delicious. Tell me what you think.
I reach over. First, I take a small bite. And I look at him and I go, and shove the rest of it in my mouth immediately. It's like sitting there. I'm sitting there chewing, and it feels like my eyes are rolling back in my head, and I feel wonderful.
Garrick's going to look over and go, see, someone appreciates good cooking.
Never said it wasn't good.
Yes, but you've only eaten a couple bites.
I don't eat like him. I actually taste my food. So she takes another bite.
That's not a bite, that's a pinch.
She takes another bite.
Good. Now, Mr. Musatar, did you enjoy that?
And Winkle finally opens his eyes, looks at the little fella, and says, "You are a great cook."
Thank you.
Then turns to Ayla, and walks over, holds her hand gently, and says, "I love you." He starts going, "Moose, moose, you are my moosey dear."
Covet.
This is your
Would you
problem.
mind? Would you
This is
mind?
your problem.
No. Would you mind explaining to Mr. Garrett here that what mooseberries do to moosatars?
Oh, I already know. It boosts their intimacy rating by at least 47. Would you like some more, Mr. Winkle?
No,
But, hun, I love them.
I know you do, and I love you. That's why I don't want you to eat anymore because I'd have to shoot you. We have to go to the Queen's.
No.
But she's not as pretty as you.
Thank
Oh,
you.
don't hate her.
Thank you, my dear, but don't tell the Queen that.
My moosey eyes are blinking up and down, and my quivering moose lips are.
Garrick's going to gesture for you to bend over so that he can whisper in your ear, Winkle.
Okay, I bend over.
I'll smuggle you some mooseberry muffins later.
Oh, you're my favorite person right now. Thank you.
Spot. Excuse me.
Garrick,
Yes.
Ayla is a cleric for what I never say his I'm sorry, GM. I never say this god's name correctly.
Vulpus Dignus.
that one. Even though I try, Vulpus Dignus. Um, she says that Ayla is a cleric for Vulpus Dignus, and she was on pilgrimage to learn delicacies of different locations that she had traveled. Do you have any that you would be willing to teach?
He raises an eyebrow. I do. And when he says it that way, it's almost like he's saying something like a wedding vow. It's a little weird.
Yeah, and I pick up on that. I would be interested in learning about some of them. I am in process of developing a cookbook
Oh,
full of
I understand.
recipes.
And what we'll do is we're going to go ahead and teach you how to make a special kind of bread that I've learned about.
Okay.
Come with me. And he's going to go ahead and leave the mooseberry biscuit with Winkle. He's going to take you to the kitchen
Okay,
where
I'm following.
he's going to climb a set of ladders and stairs up to where he can reach the counter. You can naturally reach it yourself. And he's going to spread out some dough. He flattens it out with a rolling pin. Lots of effort. And then next to it, on the cold granite, he's going to put a large lump of butter. Using the heel of his hand, he flattens the butter into a large rectangle. Places it on the dough, where he folds it in thirds over the butter. He repeats the process over and over and over again before cutting it into triangles and rolling from the wide part of the triangle to the narrow part. This is what they call croissant.
Ooh, it smells lovely.
It's important to not use consonants at the end because it needs to feel important. So you go croissant.
Got it. Croissant.
I also have another thing that I've been experimenting with where you take one of these croissants and you pipe it full of air and then cream. They call it beignet.
Ooh,
It's one of those words that gotta make sure you don't use consonants at the end. It makes them feel more important. The way it works with all of baking goods. Think about it. Which one sounds better? A cinnamon roll, cinnamon roll.
oh, true. The accent really makes a big difference.
Yes. Would you prefer a peanut butter and jelly sandwich or a peanut butter and jelly sandwich? Yes.
I'll take the second,
The
yes.
sandwich is the way you want to serve it. Just remove the consonants at the end and it sounds more important and delicious. The best
I shall
example for
add
that,
that. I will add that little tip to my cookbook because that sounds very important.
yes. For example, one of my favorites and the Von Sin's favorites is the pastique. Are you familiar with that? Pastic?
Steve?
The pastic. I like to call it something different in order to make it sound more delicious. Stop.
Got it. Yeah.
Yes. By naming it the pasta, it's better. And then there's the spaghetti. It's much better when it goes spaghetti. Or the linguinic is better when it goes linguini.
Oh, I'll agree. 4,000%. That is definitely sounds much better.
The angel hark is much better when it's angel ha.
True, true.
So you also have the lazak. The lazak is much better when it is lasagna.
So instead of macaronic, I could have macaroni.
Exactly. You understand.
Ah,
All you have to do is remove consonants, and it makes the food sound much more delicious.
oh yes, yes, I do like that.
Ah, if there's anything else I can do for you, Lady Ayla, please let me know. As going to spend a couple of hours showing Ayla how to cook in the kitchen. The rest of you are left in the parlor. It's uncomfortably quiet in here once they leave. But after a while, the Von Sins will arrive, gracefully gliding into the room. Welcome to our home. I trust you found it sufficiently comfortable?
You could say that. Garrick made me eat
Oh dear.
repeatedly.
Well, he does like the full of figures. Your father has had to start wearing a girdle.
I'm certain he wouldn't want that to get out, though.
Well, he does what he has to. Now, about the plans for your stay here in Ashelion, wedding dress is being brought down from the attic. Other than attempting to free the Shintara Grove, Mr. Twilight, and close these portals that are causing so many problems, dethroning or shaming Thalia Neverwhirl, and discrediting her from power, what else do you plan to do here in Ashelion, as if that's not enough?
There are people we need to speak to as well.
Really? May I assist you in finding the correct people to talk to?
Perhaps. What do you know of Spectra Starsparkle?
Well, she's a powerful yet influential person in the courts. She's shiny and, well, more of a messenger than anything else at the moment. Favored by Queen Titania, generally viewed as loyal. Why?
He has information that may be important to us.
If you'd like, we can extend an invitation to her. An invitation from the Von Sin house is rare. She would be nearly obligated to accept.
That would be
What
good
did she do
then.
after I left? We were close. What happened to her after I left?
He was distraught and sought for order. She made friends, and not all of them were favorably towards.
What about Drake Crystal Glow? She and I didn't get along very well.
She disappeared shortly after you did. I haven't heard from her since. That is a name that goes way back, isn't it, husband? Nods, as he's pouring a drink for himself and for Twilight. He offers the drink to Eowyn as well. It's in a cut crystal decanter. Appears to be some kind of rosé.
Thank you.
Winkle, he'll offer you a drink as well.
Twilight will take it and salute.
Okay.
Winkle looks over and says, "Thank you. My tastes aren't as refined as yours. I would love to have some grog, though."
I'm afraid we cannot oblige grog here. Only grog I'm familiar with is a brute that came to court several years ago.
Do you have beer?
Beer. I'm certain that one of our servants can acquire some beer for you. I'll have them do.
Thank you, my lady.
As Twilight and Eowyn partake in this beverage, it's almost rosewater, but with cinnamon. It's delicious in a weird floral way. Now, do we need to send for Spectra?
Cabot looks at us, Lauren. Should we do that now or wait?
I think the sooner the better. If you believe that, well, if you believe that he would show up, I think she would have apprehensions about this conversation. But if, as you say, she would feel an obligation, then yes, I think it would be a good idea.
Very well. We'll send for Spectra. Lady Von Sin here is going to wave her hands and cast the spell again. See the shimmer of red magic in the air. He mouths some words. Smiles. He waits for a moment. She'll be on her way soon.
Thank you.
Oh. Other than talking to Spectra and the laundry list of tasks you have placed before yourselves, how are you?
Cabot will let the group answer first before she answers.
It's been challenging, but we are alive and making progress. Often that is what counts the most.
Does. Turns to Eowyn. And how are you doing in the Fae?
It's different, but I'd say I'm doing well.
Glad to hear. Lord Twilight, how are you doing in the Fae realms?
It is an adjustment from our time in the plane, in the material plane, but it is coming back. And I believe that we can achieve our goals of regaining my birthright with the right help, with the right alliances. We can banish the darkness.
Who are you seeking to ally with specifically, Twilight? There's a lot of people who fear the Shintara Grove and don't wish to incur any threats from them.
We know that there are many who do not agree with Thalia Neverwhirl and see her as a, for lack of a better phrase, a nuisance. We would like to remedy that.
Interesting. So your reliance for achieving your ends is to discover who has issues with Thalia Neverwhirl and to exploit that issue?
I would never say that now, would I? That would be telling.
They both smile. Or quite shrewd, Mr. Twilight. It could be how you develop through this. But who specifically did you have in mind? Perhaps we can assistant. People are scouring their notes to find out if they know anyone.
Oh, I have a list. I have a list. um the Neve, we would definitely want to see. She is a ally from the material plane.
Interesting. Are there others?
And she looks Covet will look at Islarin and the rest of the group. There was and Covet would look at Twilight and ask, would you want to speak with Horace Valarin, or because of Rafinus, or no? And he said he would sit on that for a minute, and he would say that that would be one that he would like to talk to, but would want to, knowing him, he would just want to talk to her just to poke at Rafinus a little bit. Um then he would want to definitely, for Covet's sake, want to talk to the Miss Moonvine, the keeper of the Hanging Gardens, but he would wait for a later time to talk to Covet about that. So, Nee, for sure. Is there anyone else that you can think of, Islarin, or the rest of the group? Ayla, Winkle, Awen? I'm playing for two people here, and let me tell you, it's so confusing.
Are we speaking only of allies in Ashelion or across the realms?
I definitely know who I need to contact, that's for sure, but that's on another plane. But are we talking here in
Right,
here in Ashelion or realms?
I meant I meant more, are we speaking of the Bright Grove or not?
Did she not say that we needed to contact her when we were ready? But then I could
Right.
be wrong.
Right. I'm not. I suppose what I am getting at is, and I'll turn to Covet's parents and say, we've been in contact with the Bright Grove and believe that they will be allied with us when the time comes. But anyone who might be, I suppose, inclined to favor them would also be helpful to speak to, as they have their own concerns and their own things that they requested help with. But beyond that, all the names that we've been given, I'm familiar with very few of them. I would follow your lead, Covet.
I have some people that I want to ask questions of, but it's not about taking back the grove. It's more personal than that. It's just from some of the information that we got from before we got here.
That's when there will be the sound of a bell throughout the house. You'll hear the pitter patter of feet in the distance. And a few moments later, Spectra Star Sparkle walks into the room. I was summoned. Yes, Spectra.
Hello, Spectra.
Our guests would like to speak with you. We'll leave you alone. And the Von Sins are going to retreat from the room. You guys here.
Hello, Spectra.
Hello?
Thought we might benefit from having a conversation in private.
I understand. What do we want to discuss?
Habit will look at it at us, Lauren, and nod for her to continue. Because right now the
You
player is
know,
having problems keeping things straight.
do you know who Drake Crystal Glow was acting on behalf of when you were with her in Australia?
Yes.
Who was it?
Really want me to tell you?
We do.
No.
We know what we know, and we're trying to compare what we know with what you know.
Great Crystal Glow was working on behalf of Thalia Neverworld.
Why did you help her?
Well, one favor requires another be done. She did a couple of favors for me. Got me a position in court. I owed her some favors. You know how the Fey realms work. Sometimes we have to do things we don't appreciate.
I do. So, what favors did she require of you?
Well, I'm not sure that that's any business for yours, but suffice it to say that I had to help open some.
How that she holds the baneful ashwood spire a little bit tighter, and you can hear the wood just creak just a little bit under her grip. Now, why would you want to open some portals?
That's what she asked me to do.
Why would she?
Oh, because she wanted to reach out to the material plane for power. She thought that there was an opportunity to expand her influence across the plains. She saw what the
That didn't
Shantara
happen.
Grove was doing and wanted to replicate it with where it burns.
And you had to
Unfortunately,
help her because. Go for it. Go for it. Sorry.
she was unfortunately correct that such opportunity existed.
Indy,
You've seen the destruction that her actions, and therefore your actions, baked upon the environment there.
yes, but it's the material plane. They recover quickly.
Not as quickly as you think.
So, what? Blame me for the situation?
I blame a deal.
I only did what I
Because
had to do.
It,
Nothing else.
regardless of that, anything that you could tell us to help us understand what Thalia Neverworld is up to, what anything that you might know about her, anything that you are free to tell us.
And why
I
would I?
could
Why would I tell a Triton material plane secrets of a Fey Lord?
because you're not going to tell Islaren, you're going to tell me.
Why would I do that? Why would I incur the potential wrath of Thalia Neverworld for you?
Because I plan on taking her out and closing all those portals.
That's all well and good. But if you fail, and I've allied myself with you, then I'm in a world of hurt. And others have tried Covet. They have. There's even been an entire party of adventurers who led an assault on the Fey Realms.
They don't have what I have.
And what deer is that?
Baneful Ashwood Spire.
If that couldn't be taken from you, Gary, Gary, the baneful Ashwood
Defeated you.
Spires, all well and good, but that doesn't guarantee success in the Shatara Grove. Shadows are strong, and Thali is powerful. His influence.
Covet walks. Covet walks over to a light, a candle, and
Just walk
says,
up to the
"What?"
window.
Yeah. Well, she walks over to the candle, to the window, and she's like, "Look carefully. What do you not see?"
looks out the window.
Look at me. What do you not see?
Care,
Look at the floor.
compassion.
Look at the floor around her feet. In fact, I'll even walk over and give you a hint.
No. No shadows. That's. But how does that help me? Why would I help you?
I have a question for you.
Yes.
What happened to make you so self-centered and selfish?
I was betrayed by others who'll use me for their own aims. You're attempting to do so even now.
No,
Want
No.
me to divulge information and put myself at risk without any reward for myself. No
that's what I'm
guarantee.
talking about, self-centered.
Well,
Winkle
yes.
walks over to her very nicely and says, "What would you require? What favor would you require for us to get this favor of the information?"
I'm not certain I can accept, but I would want to know that I'm safe. That if you decide to go through with it, attack Thalia Neverwhite, I think is foolish in general. Because she's been in court for years and years. She's not going to be easily just shamed out of court. It's going to
Oh,
be
I
a
know.
process you're going to have to undergo. You're going to have to navigate it professionally. And some people
And
will have a very hard time with it. Negotiation and compromise is the best you're going to get. You're not going to get your way. Everybody loses here. Everybody does.
But you're not willing to lose, are you?
I'm wanting to know why I should.
Because if you don't, Thalia's going to come get you anyway.
Why would she?
Because she likes to take anyone who's weaker than she is. And you definitely are weaker than she is.
Not much is known. But she hasn't come for me yet because I've been keeping my nose clean. I'm letting the bigger fish get caught.
That won't stop her.
And I turn to Covet and I go, "Covet, may I ask you a question?"
of course.
If, say, a rumor got out that somebody helped us a whole lot, even if they didn't, but the rumor was out, do you think they would be a target?
For good or will, or for good or ill, they could. But it'd have to be a well placed rumor by some
Well,
very influential people.
oh, probably all we'd have to do is mention it in front of the Queen when we see her that we were given tremendous amount of information.
You can do that. You know that Queen Titania can see most falsehood. Welcome to try. However, if you really want to spread rumors, I can do that.
Is good at it.
I'm a messenger. I'm not a major mover. I spread knowledge when I have
Would you spread knowledge about yourself, dear?
No, she could spread knowledge that we need. Yeah, in other words, if we found knowledge about Neverworld, you could pass it around.
Oh, yes.
Would this be useful to you?
Yes. You have knowledge about Thalia Neverworld that's true that I can spread?
We will need to discuss this as a group, but I am sure there is knowledge that is not known here.
Of course. Well, this has been a pleasure. If you need my services as a messenger, I'm welcome to assist for the proper compensation. As far as being a spy, not my jam, if you understand.
That is understandable, but Rabbit was going to ask you earlier. I think she was going to ask you what favor it was that Talia held over you, or that Drake held over you.
Yes, and I've been intentionally deflecting the request.
Why, you can't deflect now. What
Why?
did they hold over you?
Well, I needed a bit of influence in court, and Drake made it happen.
What kind of influence?
I haven't told anyone this. I don't know why I would confide in you. You're looking to spread rumors, and I'm willing to help you. But my business is my business. And I don't know why I would share with you my weaknesses.
Made it so you wouldn't have to fulfill all of your favors to Drake.
Oh, my favors to
Or to
Drake Crystal
Thalia.
Glow are gone. Thalia
Oh yeah,
occasionally
that's
asks for...
because of me. That's because of me.
Yes, it
Yes,
is.
that's true. I get a persuasion check from Coven with advantage because the party's helping.
20.
With a 20.
It's a dirty 20, but it's a 20.
So, that's true. I guess I do owe you a little bit. Fine. As long as you promise to not reveal this in court, I'll tell you what Great Crystal Glow held over me. And why I was forced to assist them.
I will agree to that. And only that.
As will I.
Well, Great Crystal Glow offered me the capacity to become a fairy instead of a red cap. I was promoted and transformed into the messenger now. Beautiful, agile, intelligent, and not rage-filled. Did go ahead and put in a bit of a gossip in me, but Drake incarnated through the fires of her phoenix. What you see now?
Twilight will then perk up at the word Phoenix and look at her and go, "Did you ever find Phoebe?"
Oh, yes.
And
What happened to Phoebe?
She flies free where it burns.
Australia. Okay.
No,
There's
not
hope.
in
He said.
Australia. Where it burns, here in the Fey Realms.
Great, closer.
So, That's what Drake Crystal Glow held over me. My transformation into what you see here: beauty, rebirth, intelligence, self control. That's what I owed to Drake Crystal Glow and why I assisted them in opening the portals. I owed them a lot. I sacrificed a lot for them. Now I'm free. Have it?
Okay. We will call on your services. But what compensation would you want?
You pointed out that I do owe you one for helping me get free of Drake's favors and debt. So I'll spread one bit of knowledge around Ashelion when you're ready for free. Want more? Well, then, I'm going to have to find a way to help me become more prominent as the messenger for Titania. Perhaps beauty, items, power, whatever. Or perhaps true rumors. Knowledge that is useful. You can think on that and ask for me to help you when you.
We will discuss and get in contact
Of course,
when
of
when the
course.
time is right.
Well,
And for what it's worth, I am glad I could help you.
I'm glad you can help me too. By the way, have it. I didn't want to bring it up, but apparently your friends have neglected it. You have a bit of icing on the corner of your mouth.
Ah, that sounds about right. And she will take her thumb and bring it to the corner of her mouth and be like, "Yep."
Twilight's gonna ogle you as that happens.
She's gonna take her thumb and stick it in his mouth.
Yep, yep. He says hello, by the way.
Can I
Ready
say
for
something
oh,
before you leave, Spectre?
Yes.
I would bet you and Covet had more fun growing up. Did you not?
Yes. More fun than what?
Oh, than a lot of other kids around here had, because you had each other.
That's a
Don't
fair
lose
statement.
don't lose those memories. I almost lost mine of growing up with my brothers, and I just recently got them all back. So don't lose them, they're precious.
Very well. Thank you for your advice.
we did have fun.
We did. Well,
Probably too much at times.
no
But we did
such
have
thing.
those 1,000 doors, though. 10,000 doors, though.
10,000
I'm gonna have to
doors
hear.
were a lot of fun. Remember the mirror maze?
How could I forget?
Running from a minotaur is always fun till they catch you.
And Covet at that will bite her tongue because she doesn't want to make Twilight mad.
She looks over at Boykle and looks over at Ayla. I suppose the two of you know that more than anyone else.
Yes, but I think I wanted to get caught, and she winks at Spectra.
Boykle, this is your opportunity. She said she wanted to be caught.
Oh, yes. I just kind of take a step over to her, put my arm around her, lift her up, and give her the best kiss I can do.
Mm-hmm. Right. Well, Spectra's going to say, it was nice to see all of you. Have a good day.
You have a good.
You what?
I meant to say, have a good day to Spectra, and I missed the button.
Oh. For a couple minutes, the Von Sins will return. You have a good meeting with the messenger.
We did. Informative. Helpful. So, do we have a wedding dress?
We do. And she's going to take you off to the side into a side room to show you the wedding dress. As Covet disappears with her mother, her father stays behind. Mr. Eowyn, I had a bit of a question about your capacity as a protector of this place called Nausha. It's in a dangerous place.
I wouldn't say so. It's a pretty tame place.
Then what
And
do you
8
protect
spiders.
against?
Well, of course, there's still danger. It's not constant.
Ah, so more of a reactionary protective force. Would you call yourself the police?
Um, I don't know if that's a place to say.
A guard? Vigilante? Superhero protector in force? Which title would you prefer?
Any title is okay with me.
You just are humble and don't require a title. It's strange for someone who professes to defend a city. Sometimes a title is enough to defend a city without conflict. You considered establishing a title for yourself. Perhaps we could
I mean,
workshop that.
you did slay a dragon, didn't you?
Well, she talked one into not destroying Nashua that day because she's fire resistant. We all saw that.
I'm pretty sure I didn't even want to. It was just someone's pet being parked.
Yeah, but and this is Twilight. I've got to do this better. Yes, but think of it. You may have talked to the dragon, but you are. That's it. I know exactly what you should be called. The Dragon Ambassador.
Lord. What?
The Dragon Ambassador. You spoke, you negotiated with the dragon. Nobody can get close.
The
Thank you,
dragon.
shows.
This does sound like a good title.
No, thank you. I'll think about a title.
I mean, you can you can think about that title, but I mean, think really long and hard, because I mean, you have spoken with a dragon. You've actually slain dragons.
Truly.
That's better. Dragon Slayer.
That makes it sound like I do it all the time. I don't.
Hey, it's all about presentation.
Perhaps we could combine the two, as Twilight and Mr. Von Sin are now in cahoots. Perhaps
Two
Ambassador
of
and
them.
Slayer of Dragons.
I was thinking something a little more simple, like the Dragon Whisperer.
I just with the dragon theme.
You
Dragons are
have
magnificent.
a sword of dragon slaying.
Would you rather be called the Fireball?
Oh, wasn't Pyromancer enough or something?
Pyromancer's
Oh,
a
that is-
good one.
That is
Perhaps
true.
we could
He
simply
can
go
cast a lot
more
of fire
basic.
spells.
He negotiates with dragons, has slain dragons, and is a pyromancer. I believe Master of Flame is the appropriate title.
Ooh, I concur. That's a good one. I like this.
I like that.
Much better than Captain.
Ooh.
That only works on combat.
She'll hear you. She'll come out of there, out of that room, and she's going to smote you. Don't do that.
So,
But ooh. We could go as far as I love Master of Flames, that's good. But Lord of the Flame.
Lord
As
of the
he does,
Flame
like,
is
the
good
whole-
as well, yes. Oh,
He brings his hand across his he puts one arm around Eowyn's shoulders, and then does the whole his other arm, his hand goes across both of them. Lord of the Flames, like on a marquee.
or perhaps Lord of Char. Or perhaps even better, Charmander.
These are really good. I mean, we're just kind of spitballing here. Which one really speaks to you?
It was just gonna lean away from Twilight.
As you lean away from
Twilight
Twilight,
hugs him
Mr. Von
closer.
Sin comes to the other
That's
side.
amazing.
You're going to get sandwiched by the two of them. They're in cahoots now.
This is a nightmare.
Someone has proposed Eowyn, first of his name, Master of Flames, Whisperer of Dragons.
I like that one.
That's a pretty good one.
What you think, Eowyn?
That's a mouthful. You know what? I just Master of Flames for now, just to get you to shut up, maybe.
Very well. Eowyn, the Master of Flames. Ah,
And Winkle's over there going, Ayo win, Ayo win, Ayo win.
is that a tribal chant?
Yeah, but I'm not doing the dance.
I believe a dance should be included. What kind of dance would we do for the Master of Flames?
Perhaps one that looks like we're stomping out flames.
I think that's quite
Or the
appropriate.
Fandango.
Lord
Am I
Winkle.
just stuck in a room of Twilight now?
Yeah, kind of. I'm sorry and not sorry, but I literally have spent 2 days this week with Twilight IRL, and he's kind of enhanced it and it's gone Twilight squared. So,
He has
Winkle,
a way of doing that,
yeah,
doesn't he?
he does.
He does not
Yeah,
he?
he does. Winkle, would you demonstrate this dance of stomping out flames?
Oh, yeah.
Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle.
Move the chair back.
I love it so much. So, as you demonstrate this dance, and we have dubbed you the Master of Flames, Aowen, you're uncomfortable in the situation, and then we look over to find the camera focused on Islarin. Hasn't been mentioned in a while and has been left her own thoughts. What are you doing, Islarin, over there?
Lauren's mostly just observing this conversation going on and looking for any sign if anyone wants her to intervene.
Intervene whenever.
So, it seems that red is the color that's in fashion here.
Mr. Von Sin turns to you. Only because we're worshippers of Imkale do we decorate our house this way.
I see.
Is there a god that you worship?
I believe that many of the gods are worthy of worship within their own domains, but there's none that I devote my life to in such a way.
We dedicate ourselves to the god of death. We believe that to be one with him in the end is the best thing. After all, everyone is equal in death. Don't you agree?
Aaron, it's a long pause.
Winkle kind of looks over and says, "Yeah, everybody turns into fertilizer."
Indeed we do. So, what is the plan from here? I'm sure that Covet will need a bit of alterations to the dress before the morning, but we don't know how long the morning will take. It would probably be best for you to get a rest either here or in the palace.
Winkle
Well,
turns. Go ahead.
there were. Well, my thought was that if we are to take Queen Titania's help with the Grove, then we should not risk the possibility of disappointing her by declining her hospitality.
That's true. So you intend to return to the palace to spend the night?
It was my intent, at least. Don't know about the others.
Then may I warn you for free. The palace is not all that it seems. There are mysteries that happen there that one should be careful of. There have been rumors that the liminal spaces within the palace are becoming intelligent. To allow your mind to wander even slightly, you could find yourselves lost within them.
Could that be what happened to Covet?
It could be. I'm uncertain, though.
Who would be in charge of something like that? Well, let me take that back. Twilight would ask, is there a Fae in the court that has that kind of power? Other than Titania, potentially.
There are a couple that could. Some of the more mischievous deities, or sorry, not deities, but some of the more mischievous Fae lords could be responsible. I have suspicions, but without facts, it's difficult to say anything. Ashelion is a complicated place, Lord Twilight, and one must navigate it very carefully.
So we must keep our minds on the task at hand.
If that's what you wish. If you seek to fix all the problems of Ashelion, you may be here for a while. I don't believe that's what you intend, though. What you stated, you intend to go to the Shintara Grove to reclaim it as your birthright.
That is true.
How can we be of assistance?
Well, and Twilight would just think for a minute. He'd count how many days it's been since Covet has closed a portal.
One?
How many days? No.
Two?
I thought it was more than that. Because
Hasn't
the
been a
last
lot.
time yeah, it's only been since Winkle's home that
Right,
she's closed
so
one.
you spent 2 days traveling from there, 2 days in the Briarwood. This would be the 5th day.
Do you know of any portals, even small ones, that need to be closed? That would be the biggest help to your daughter right now.
Is she in danger?
She has the baneful Ashwood Spire.
Did not answer my question. Is my daughter
We
in
may not
danger?
know how it works, Kathy. I mean, Covet.
It is so let me pull it up. Because he would have this information because Covet would have told him at length about it.
Okay.
Okay, hold on. She has a time limit for how often that she can go between closing portals, and it's a week, 7 days. And if she goes longer without sealing or suppressing or interacting with a planar rift or portal to any plane, she can suffer damage. However, she has the ability to resist the damage more than anyone here. And it is my goal to make sure she gets to these portals before she ever comes in danger. So I say again, are there any portals close by that can be sealed?
Not that I'm aware of at the moment. However, you're an intelligent young man. Do you have the capacity to create portals in order to protect my daughter by allowing her to close them?
I don't, but Ayla does.
I'm going to ask for an insight check from Twilight's Call.
And I say that because he would know that she was the one that did the planar shift. So
Yeah, but that's not a portal.
hold on, let me go back. Hold on, I'm gonna go back and check something. Hold on.
Let me double check.
A planar rift or portal.
Okay. But planar shift was a plane shift is what you used to get here, correct? Plane shift.
Yeah.
Plane shift is what we used to get here. So there is no portal. It's literally just transporting. So no, she doesn't create a portal. It's just you guys are transported and teleported instantly. No portal.
Okay.
Now, with an insight check from Twilight's Call, she pushes the button as she goes over to the other desk. Left the webcam on both desks so we can watch him play while he's not there.
Yes, that it's to show that it is.
Yeah.
I'm doing it right.
So with an 18, I'm going to send this to you, Kevin, so you don't have to get up and go look at his screen.
Thank you.
Enjoy that.
Hold on. Hold on.
Evil GM laughter inserted here as they realize now that they've had the solution to the baneful Ashwood Spire in their possession the entire time.
We would have to wait till morning.
Yeah.
We would have to wait till morning because he's only got one charge on it left.
You can use
because it. Not now. We're not. We're gonna roll it. We're gonna roll in the morning. Wait a minute. Yeah, he's gonna roll in the morning and see if there's a portal there. Yeah. Okay, that'll work. That'll work. Okay.
Literally, you guys can create portals as long as that recharges. You have the capacity to solve your own issues.
Okay. Woohoo. Okay.
So I think Twilight, using that insight, would say, "Don't worry about it. I've got it under control."
Yep, that is exactly what he'd say.
I think those would be the exact words, even.
Yes, 100%. And he would be looking him dead in the eye when he says it to show absolute 100% meaning.
Mm-hmm. I'm glad. My daughter's life is worth more than anything else. I would burn down this house around myself in order to protect her. And I believe after your bravery this morning, this earlier today, that you would do the same.
You wouldn't have to ask twice.
I didn't ask
You
at
wouldn't
all.
even have to ask.
So, is there anything else that we can assist you with?
Is there anything we should do to make ourselves more presentable to the Queen? I know it has talked before about how. Well, I asked if red was in fashion because Covet has talked about how um, the court often does concern itself with color of the attendees.
Red is occasionally in
Of their
fashion, yes. And it's okay to clash sometimes, as long as you can pull it off. We've found that scarcity breeds. Scarcity is a encouragement of fondness. Don't appreciate something as much when it's always there. Most of the court doesn't wear red or black. They prefer earth tones and cooler colors. When we arrive, we stand out. That's by design. We prove ourselves to be gracious and as kind and well behaved as possible. Our manners, as Covet would know, are impeccable. Speak when spoken to and not out of turn. And when threatened, deal with it professionally, emotionlessly, in order to ensure that we are not compromised. These are the tips that we would give you. Don't worry so much about the clothing and colors. Worry about your presentation of yourselves.
I understand. And I will take that to heart.
Good. What is special about you that would stand out in a court of fairies and elves, plants, creatures who know that they have seen all sorts of exotic things? However, Triton does not on the regular appear in Tanya's court. You should make yourself stand out as much as possible. And then afterwards, wait. Grab the attention, and then allow Queen Titania to determine when that attention should be granted to you. When it is, wrest it from the control and own it. Given freely, use it. Don't be afraid to be yourself. As far as the liminal spaces that may have claimed Covet, we did have a few choices that we have been holding in suspicion. If you wanted to investigate them, you're free to do so. The first is Salusa Miramora. The second is Lumiona Misty Jacket. And the third is Minalush, the Prince of Cats. The three of them do not like each other and would not associate with each other at all. So if any of them are involved, they would be acting independently of the others.
That was for Misty Jacket in particular. For some odd reason, that just rings a bell for Twilight and,
Sure.
and
With a
me.
7,
As
you
a,
wouldn't recognize a.
and I'm not there, so.
Well, it's about that time that you would come in from having inspected the dress.
Would I have heard some of this conversation or no?
Probably the very last parts. Yep.
So for the names.
Yep. Lumiona Misty
Particularly-
Jacket is a trickster and mischievous person who fancies herself to be Queen Titania's rival in beauty, affection, and power. In reality, she's only got a few people who actually like her. One of those being her warlock slash slave slash simp named gosh, Eric just had an absolute
Riven?
Riven Legowick. Thank you. Thank you for knowing the lore just as good as I do. It's wondrous. Riven Legowick is her simp. He is a pushover and not much more than a toady and lackey in her eyes. Minalush, the Prince of Cats, is a powerful individual who's recently come to the Fey Courts. You've only seen him once or twice before you disappeared. And lastly, Salusa Miramora is a horrific Fey who delights in sludges and oozes and shadows prior to the advent of the Shintara Grove. There's rumors that she derives power from them, but those may or may not be true. She likes to give you the ick just by looking at.
Would Covet have come across Salusa at all?
You would have seen her in court before you left, yes.
In what capacity? Just passing by or have a conversation?
She occasionally would have done reports on her lairs and her lands, Queen Titania, but I don't think she would have interacted with such a pretty member of the court as you.
Or what of her parents?
Of its parents would have interacted with her, yes. But that's been
And-
60 years, so.
Yeah, but to her knowledge, would they have gotten along at all? Probably not.
Gotten along, I suppose. In passing, your parents get along with pretty much everyone because they don't like enemies. They don't like making enemies.
I wonder where Covet gets that from.
Out with Twilight. Oh, yeah. Oh, Covet's mother will arrive as well. So, the dress fits. We had to remove a couple of the stitches and add a panel to the sides. For the top, the bustier is a little bit larger than mine, but the hips and waist, I believe, are fine. The length we had to, of course, shorten by about a foot.
Some people reach perfection faster than others.
Perhaps at a lower altitude. But how long did
Hey,
it take
I'm
you to
perfect.
reach this height of it?
I have not grown since I was 12.
Ah,
She got stuck.
okay. I have been the same height since I was 4. I have only grown in other dimensions on the X, Y axis.
Laughs in tall person. Thanks, Awen.
And then I grew an inch after I went to college, so
The last time I saw Eowyn, they were a fairly tall person. I don't know how tall
Taller.
Eowyn is.
I'm taller now.
I bet you're taller now. That was, what, 3 years ago? 4 years ago? Anyway. So, anything else you want to do here at the Von Sin State?
Just to confirm, Covet would have brought Absinthe out, so and put him on a little pillow in the corner, um, and would have insisted on taking some of the extra fabric to make him a little tux.
And Absinthe is going to let you do this, huh?
He let me put armor on him.
He's going to strut his stuff. He's going to be super proud. Going to be full on pulling on his little tiny horns and stuff. Make the thing look.
I have no doubt in my mind he'll make it look good.
He'll play the
And
music.
she's just gonna.
Hello, my darling. Hello. Hello, my ragdoll gal.
It's going to have a top
And she
hat.
wouldn't. Maybe, possibly. But she'll let him. Once everything's fitted and everything, she'll take it off of him and get it all. Put it with the wedding
He's gonna
dress and
fight
stuff.
you for that.
You'll get to wear
I'm
it all
going
day
to take
tomorrow.
one of my hairpins and make him a very fancy cane to carry with his tuxedo. It'll look good. Absolute class.
Okay. That'll be fun to see. But she won't she won't, dismiss him. He'll, hang out with her. But she is going, he'll actually just kind of scurry beside her, stretch his legs kind of thing.
Cool. All right, ready to depart?
We'll see you at the wedding
I
tomorrow.
think so.
I hope.
I'll be there. After all, someone has to give you away.
Thanks, Dad. Thanks, Mom. The
Welcome
dress is
home.
lovely.
By the way, we kept most of your things from your bedroom. Was there anything you wanted to take with you?
She would go and look. She would actually would want her histories of the Grove, because it's always been a fascination for her, even before Twilight. So she would kind of go crazy on the books for it. But then she would also want her sketchbooks, just like one or two. She would go through them and figure out which ones she'd want. But
Sure.
the ones that, particularly of the gardens that she would frequent before she vanished, before she went missing.
Okay. As you flip through them, you're going to realize that in a couple of the images, there's a black and woman hiding behind a tree. Face, a couple of antlers, a hand, been sketched into the sketchbook. You'll recognize little glimpses of Yavia. Wouldn't have noticed them before. Would have just been details. Now that you're looking for them, they're obvious. Before you leave the room, though, there's two things that catch your eye on the nightstand over there, next to your perfectly made bed. Well, the servants did that for you every single day. One is the small perfume bottle you had, the little atomizer with the little bulb off to the side. Your favorite scent from being a child? Remember, you were given that by your mother. It had been hers, but you had been playing with it and had consumed all the perfume on it, bringing it around the bedroom. They had to refill it. Smell the scent even now. And next to that is your stuffed bear. Sitting there looking so cute. Brown eyes just gazing straight ahead. He had been a gift from your father when he came back from a distant journey. As he sits there, still waiting for you 60 years later.
She will.
Take these things.
She is actually going to take those. She will feel compelled to take them almost. So she has, like, she really needs them with her.
Okay.
But I guess it's just because she's been without them for so long. But she'll take the bear and she'll take the perfume.
As you pick up the bear, you remember to look over at the closet over there, and there's a slight twinge of terror. Twilight finds out what's behind that closet door. Will he think of you the same way? You want to go look behind the closet door again?
She's gonna go look behind the closet door.
As you turn the knob, you're hoping
Is it fan fiction?
and hoping. And as the door opens, it surges outwards, and 400 plushies of various mythical animals cascade in an avalanche across you. Woof. You are now covered in plushies. You remember when you got every single one of them? It's a comforting feeling, and the smile is irresistible. And you realize you could put these in your bedroom in the Shintara Grove when you conquer it. But what would Twilight think?
Shades of Tribbles.
As long as they're not multiplying, they're fine. Twilight, honestly, as long as they were confined to one location, he'd be okay.
With the cascade of them here, there is no way for them to be isolated to one place unless they're in an entire room.
Yeah, that would be it.
That would be it. The entire room.
Yep.
I love that he's not here to look at you in a certain glaring mode.
No, he wouldn't be glaring at me. He'd go, hmm.
Because
I can have Ayla and Bwinkle backing me up on this one.
so as a question, Covet, in this scenario where you guys have finished the Shintara Grove and have your palace and mansion all set up again, would you set up your plush animals, all the stuffed animals, around the room facing inwards? Watching.
In a separate room.
Oh, in a separate room.
In a separate room.
Separate room, not in the bedroom.
No.
Understood.
No. Okay.
Okay.
I couldn't even sleep in real life. I couldn't even sleep with dolls in my room for very long. No.
Well.
They're looking at me. No.
Her dolls used to be on the floor, under her bed or under a chair or something.
You have to learn something new about Covet.
Oh, no.
Well, Covet, As you rise from the cascade of plush animals, you look into the closet and you see that wooden box, ornate, well polished, and you know which books are in there still. You remember how to unlock that box easily. A little too easily.
Do it.
You're going to go and get those books?
Yep. Let's
All
do it.
right. Cool. These are books that you've wanted to share with Twilight for years and years. And we're going to
Okay.
just let Covet open the box. And as the camera pans over to look down into the box, we fade to black before we can see any of the covers. As a
Don't you look
tinge
at
of
me that way, Ayla.
habaneros washes over the camera's taste buds.
Spicy.
Yep, spicy, spicy.
That being said, though,
4.5
before she leaves,
jalapenos.
yeah, because 5 jalapenos is what the heck did I just read? So I've had those.
Remember, guys, there's always a matter of perspective.
Yep, that is definitely a thing. So with that being said, before she leaves her parents, she will look at her mother and say, I do have something for you. And she pulls out this box from her backpack, and it is all the letters that she has written to her parents that she couldn't send. And it details some her thoughts, how much she misses home, how they would have loved Twilight when they first met, how they met, how they, all this stuff, the histories. And it would be a shoebox full of, not, it's not an actual shoebox, but in size reference, it'd be like a shoebox size box, filled with all of these letters. And she would look at her mother and say, you were never far from my mind. I just couldn't get these to you.
Your mother looks at you kindly. Thank you. Thought of you all the time. I will read these tonight. Treasure them. You've developed into a completely different person of it. When you left, you were infatuated with your hair.
She still is.
Thanks, Ayla.
She looks over her shoulder at Ayla.
I just would want you to know she's not a totally different person. There are some things that are the same, and that's the same.
She looks at her mother and says, well, you did teach me good hair care. I'm just saying.
I was just thinking your mother's hair is just absolutely gorgeous.
Thank you. We take good care of our hair here, and grooming is next to godliness. For all,
Oh, I
presentation
agree.
is what matters in the Fae courts.
Exactly.
So, it's been a pleasure to have all of you here. Covet, when you're ready to return home, it's here for you.
I will give her a hug. And she says she understands.
Now,
And I
Covet,
will always.
what's this mask Are you planning to die soon?
No, but it has been helpful. This is the, I want to give the correct, the 100%. This is the mask of MKL's truth.
Interesting. So you still have your faith, in spite of everything you've seen in the material plane.
I know MKL's there.
Still see his cold embrace.
I'm trying to think of how to put this.
Somewhere, Admiral Akbar is shouting.
Oh yeah, it's a trap! It's a trap! And that's why I'm trying to deal with this as best I can. So she will look at her mother and she will say, I know what you taught me.
Yes. But do you still believe it?
I believe MKL's there. It doesn't matter if we are all equal in death.
Doesn't. Why do you not believe that it matters?
It's not that I don't believe it matters. Everyone has their faith. I have mine. Twilight has his. And it all deals with MKL.
Well, I trust that you'll continue the righteous path. It was a pleasure meeting you, Lady Ayla, Miss Lauren, Lord Twilight, Mr. Bwinkle, and Eowyn, Master of the Flames. It has been an absolute delight. Mr. Von Sin will come into the room and begin shaking hands. There are hugs and gentle kisses all around. European style. Everyone's said goodbye to personally. Before you leave, were there any other questions you had for us? Because we won't be seeing you until the wedding ceremony otherwise.
Will you be bringing the wedding dress with you, or is that something I need to arrange?
Your father will hand you a very pretty red box, trimmed in gold, and has a little latch.
May I open it now?
Your mother looks aghast at the insinuation. It's right there. No.
Oh, okay.
Are such a rebel, shying away from tradition.
Then I will wait.
Great. Oh, they're going to escort you to the door. And as you're about to leave, you hear, "You forgot snacks for the road!" And Garrett
Evan
comes
stops
running.
and turns.
And as he comes running up, he's going to offer you an entire picnic basket of cookies and pastries and mooseberry muffins.
I'll take the basket.
Hold it close.
Winkle comes over to the little fella, picks him up, hugs him, and says, "Thank you very much," and puts him.
You're very welcome. At least someone appreciates my food. Don't let it go bad. Eat it.
And Kevin will pick up a cookie and take a bite.
Covet, I need a wisdom saving throw, please.
Of course.
As these are dusted with the dust of deliciousness.
You said a wisdom saving throw?
Yes, please. You have advantage on this because this is a charm effect.
Okay. Let me roll that again. Nat 20.
Very well. You will resist the dust of deliciousness.
She
Good
chews
thing.
it slowly and just stares at Garrick and just kind of winks and smiles. Kind of
Smiles
knowing.
back and winks.
And she says, delicious as always.
As always. And you look in the basket, and there are several more cookies. That same dusting of powder on them. They won't last forever, but for the next couple days, you have some opportunities. Eric's going to do a little hop and heel click. Door closes.
Well, that was my family.
You guys have survived an encounter with the Von Sin estate.
Emotional damage.
Doing my best. Where would you like to go as you come down the marble walkway and the marble drive and out of the gates?
What time is it?
It's hard to tell. Time is a construct. It is
Well, we had dinner then.
night, but it has been hours upon hours as you are being messed with, Cuffins.
Yeah.
Cool. So where are we going? What are we doing? We have the entirety of a Shellian at night to roam around with.
But perhaps we should go back to the palace so that Queen Tatiana doesn't get upset.
You were going to say something, Islauren?
I was going to say, unless there's anywhere else we want to go, I think that would be. That is the only place I had in mind.
Very well. Sounds like you guys are agreed then. So we'll go to the palace. As you guys arrive, there's less pomp and circumstance, no flash mob this time. As Twilight's Call's got a lot to think about. A little too distracted to cause a ruckus at the moment. So, as you guys are ushered into your various hotel rooms here at the palace, they're beautiful and rainbow decorated. Gonna be super comfortable as the Aurora Borealis will dance across the ceiling all through the night.
That's really pretty. Just saying.
It is.
Cool.
Speaking of, have you seen the photo that Artemis has sent back of the Earth that shows both the northern lights and the southern lights?
Yes.
at the same time. It's awesome.
Mm-hmm. Right. Well, over the span of 8 hours, you guys can lay down in the comfort and luxury that is the court of Ashelion. Nothing will disturb your dreams here. Nothing disturbs your sleep. The beds are comfortable and perfect temperatures. Pillows just right. Those of you with armor have armor stands to put your armor on. Everything's organized and well placed. Perfect night for nearly perfect people. So go ahead and hit the long rest button. Confirm that. As you wake in the morning, the camera was going to go in and visit Covet von Sin in Twilight's Call, but instead skips their door due to a minor earthquake. It also skips Winkle and Ayla's door due to a slightly more vigorous earthquake.
And it wasn't me this time.
Are you saying it's Ayla snoring?
Be very
I
careful.
would never say that.
I love the fact that you didn't say it wasn't, but that you would never say it.
That's so fey.
I
Understood.
do have sleep apnea, so okay.
As the camera goes past Islarin's door, you hear nothing from inside, I don't think. And then we go to our friend Eowyn's door. Eowyn, how are you doing this morning?
Oh, what time is it exactly?
Hard to tell time, but it's before sunrise after 8 hours. Still dark outside.
If it's before sunrise, anyone is just sleeping.
Eowyn just goes back to sleep. Understood. Going back to Islarin's door. Lauren, it's been 8 hours. Are you getting up? It's still pre-sunrise.
Islarin would get up, begin doing her morning exercises, and knowing what she was told about the palace, she's going to go to extra effort to keep her mind focused and keep it from wandering in here.
Okay, cool. Winkle and Ayla, we go back to your room as things have presumably quieted down.
The Bwinkle's up and moving as normal. You know, even though it isn't time for the sun to come up, he's awake. And he's looking out the window.
Okay. You look out the window. It's a beautiful city in the distance. Everything is right here. Everything is. If you could think of anything wrong, the moment you look in that direction or expect it to be there, it's not. City is perfection in all aspects. Ayla, you wake up as well?
Slowly. Says I've got to wash my hair before the wedding.
Oh,
I've got to look, it's got to look good with the Von Sins there. I mean, it just has to.
that's valid. Oh, go and get a bath. Awesome. There's many perfumes and soaps The towels are good 8 inches thick of folded fabric. It's a luxurious bath. And she gets
As I
all
come out of the bath, I'm gonna come out of the bathroom and say, Bwinkle, I want to have a house like this with this kind of bathroom.
Yes, dear.
Ayla, did you find the handle that turned on the bubbles in the bath?
Of course, they actually come from the ceiling.
Awesome. Raining bubbles. So, Covet, Von Sin, and Twilight's Call. The camera goes to the two of you. Twilight, presumably, would be currently swathed strategically in the blankets.
He would be. Covet would have gotten up and um taken a shower or bath and you know got started that process. But when she comes out and she's wearing a robe and she starts pushing her hair out and starting with the curls and everything, looks at she looks at Twilight in her mirror, and of course he still has not moved because he is strategically swathed, as the GM would say, and just kind of smiling at her. And she says no, and I'm going to I need to there's some things that we need to discuss before we go for the ceremony and all the things with the queen. Um, One, the thing that we need to come up with something for Spectra. And that might be something that we need to come up with the group as a whole. But two, wasn't it told to us before we left that it was both the Seelie and Unseelie courts that were not happy with Thalia being here and just generally being a nuisance, as they stated? Or am I wrong?
Respond.
He would agree that the Seelie courts, both Seelie courts, Seelie and Unseelie courts, would be both had those that were against Neverwhirl, and having potentially seeking those people out would be beneficial. Seeing Neve is definitely something that we need to talk to as well.
Eve
But
or Maeve?
it's the one from from Shatter Shaddai.
Neve. Okay. Okay.
Maeve? No, Maeve with tribes. Yeah, we need to talk with Maeve, and yeah, I was right. Maeve and Neve. It was both, actually,
Okay.
because of the tribes that live in the caves of the Call, but also we need to speak with Neve because she is one that, well, frankly, other than my parents, would be one that would potentially be on our side. It might be something that we need to bring to the group.
How would he respond?
But that's a later thing, dear. And then going
As he comes
He
up
would
out of the
say
bed, dragging the blankets behind him, he stalks towards you.
very much so. And then she'd have to do her hair all over again.
Yep. As the camera fades to black, we slide over to Eowyn, who's still snoring in his bed, I presume. Okay.
No, he would have gotten up eventually to get ready.
Okay. Oh,
Has the sun come up yet?
no, the sun has not come up yet,
I wish the
indicating that
sun
Queen
would come
Titania
up.
is sleeping in.
I wish the sun would come up so it could shine through this window and I could get my hair dry.
Oh, well. So, as you guys all wake up, get ready to go, you guys can meet out in the hall outside. We're beginning to congregate around the palace. I presume the Coven is not wearing the wedding dress yet.
No, she would wait till just before the ceremony because she wouldn't want to mess it up.
All right. So, what would you guys like to do this morning before sunrise?
Probably find breakfast if anything's open.
Very well. You'll have that basket full of goodies, or you can go and get breakfast at an omelet station.
Station.
Omelet station? Understood.
Yeah, Covet, she would want to keep those cookies for, just in case.
Cool. What does...
As we walk in that direction, I'll ask Covet, what do you think the earliest is that to try to, there's other people we still ought to seek out. What do you think the earliest is that they would be receptive to that?
I have honestly no idea. I would definitely... I don't want to make Queen Titania mad.
I
By
think we
seeking
have
out...
to wait. I think we have to wait and see what happens today.
I don't want to overstep the bounds with the Queen Titania. I hope that she wakes up on the right side of the bed this morning. And I don't want anything to get back to her as of yet. So I would honestly have to say it would have to be after the ceremony. That is my best educated hypothesis, as my mother would say. Who are you wanting to seek out first?
Well, I think at the very least, we need some answers from Moonvine.
True. I think that...
There were some names that you mentioned as well.
Yes, Maeve. She has her tribes in the Caves of the Call, and supposedly she spends some time there. Might be interesting getting some information of what Shantar is like now, but Twilight did mention to me, though, that Well, not only does Spectra owe me a favor, she technically owes Twilight one too. He saved her life. Oh, I don't know how far we want to push it, but it's an ace up our sleeve if we need it. Misty Jacket, I'm hesitant to talk to just because chaos. Why would we want? But we've spoken with her before. She likes parties.
Have.
Right after we lost our shadows, remember?
I did not
She
realize
was-
that was her.
That was her. Though she didn't call herself Misty Jacket at the time. But it was her. It was a alias, I guess you could say. I'm looking at my notes, sorry. I think those are the big ones. Is there anybody else that you can think of?
I think you would know better than I would. Perhaps we'll run into one of them in the halls.
Perhaps. Well, I guess we can do the best we can by keeping our eye out. And honestly, I have no idea what Twilight would do in this situation.
Twilight's currently eating an omelet and looking suspiciously around at everything in the room. Going to see off to the side a dark figure watching ever so carefully, watching, and will get your attention to look at him, Covet, and nod in the direction of this dark individual. Got feline ears and a large cat behind him.
And that would be Minalush?
Minalush, the Prince of Cats.
Interesting. Would he's watching us?
Yes, carefully.
Would he see us looking at him?
Yes. He just stares back at you, almost like a staring contest.
She stares.
Stares back.
Do you want me to go talk to him? Or is this a staring power play?
Covet!
I understand. I was in court too. I just want to know.
We're gonna go with a staring power play. Let's see how well we do.
All right. All right.
Very well. Let's get D100, please. Need you to beat a 47. The 70. So, at some point, Penelouche turns and looks at someone else and just begins staring off at someone other than you guys. You've deflected his gaze for at least the moment. He hasn't said a word. He's just been staring at you oddly for about 40 feet away.
Covet will look at Twilight and say, should we engage?
Cats will sit and stare, but I don't know about human type cats.
So with that,
Why not?
Slard starts walking
what
over
did
to
you
him.
say? Okay.
I said, why not?
So,
And I will get up
okay,
and start heading
cool.
over there.
I'll go with you. Sure, why
I'm
not?
going to. I want to know. I want to know.
Because Islauren would never say the phrase, but the player is thinking, what's the worst that could happen?
It's Cabot would be like, somebody's staring at me. Why? She'd want to know why. Player would want to know why too.
As you guys approach, the individual turns to look at you guys suspiciously. Hello. I am Menalouche, Prince of Cats, Master of the Great Hunt.
Champion,
Long title.
Know me? As you interrupted.
champion of the moon,
Indeed.
master of his own realm.
I am. You've heard my reputation.
It's reached far and
I
wide.
have.
Reaches out for a handshake.
I'll shake his hand.
And you are the friend of the Von Sin, Brighton woman. I believe rumors said your name was Islar in.
Very close. You may call me Islauren.
Islar in. Yes, that's what I said.
Pleasure to meet you.
A pleasure to meet you too. Ah. It is a festive place, is it not?
Very festive. I've never seen anything quite like it. The rainbows and light is dazzling.
It is. It appears that Queen Titania is beginning to rise now. As it is dawn, it is a pleasure to stand here and see the dawn with beautiful women and men. Are you here for court? And, I got myself. Congratulations are, of course, in order for Lord Twilight and Lady Covet. I hear you are to be wed today.
It is true. By the queen herself.
Here. Consider this a wedding present, as he is going to provide you with a beautifully wrapped box.
Okay, tradition dictates that she would have to take. Correct? I'm throwing that out there.
Yes.
Yes.
Be careful.
But you don't
opening
have
it.
to open it yet.
Not opening yet. I'm not gonna open it yet. I'm not gonna open it yet. Okay.
For your happy nuptials.
Ooh, okay. It is lovely. The gift is lovely. I will open it when the time is right.
Of course. I would encourage you to do so in a private place.
I will take that into mind.
Are you all going to be staying for a while?
Until we can conclude our business.
May I help you conclude your business? Is there any assistance you need?
Uh-oh. Be careful.
Yeah. GM. Winkle's catching on. I love this so much.
Be very
Very careful.
I'm leaning over to Covet and I'm just saying, be very, very careful.
I did see a pony that.
Potentially, but we would like to have the wedding before that. The wedding and the festivities happen first.
Oh, I'm looking forward to the festivity. So many
I
goblets
don't
to
like the way
break.
he said that.
I'm sorry, what did you say, GM?
So many goblets to break.
A toast.
Indeed. Hopefully not of any one person, though that has been known to happen here.
When was the last time that happened?
Several years ago, now that you mention it. Regardless, today is to be joyous and festive. I do hope that you have a happy wedding and a even happier life afterward.
That is the plan.
The feast is all ready, though. The hunt completed this morning. We have brought many types of meat for the reception. To be
Oh, you were part of it? You were part of it?
I am. My name is Menelouche, Prince of Cats, champion of the moon, master of the great hunt, and ruler of his own realm. If I was not involved in them, they would have failed.
Then we are indeed blessed.
Indeed. I do hope you enjoy.
I assume that you will be at the festivities as well?
Of course. A huntsman without a reward is like a man without courage. Say it. Say it. Do it.
All
Do it.
I've got in my head is the cowardly lion.
Rawr.
Rah.
I'm going to just ever so slowly back away and go back to the table by the omelet shop because this guy's giving me the creeps.
As you back away, he just stares at you with intensity until someone else moves.
She will ask if his cat will be there as well.
Oh, yes. Yes, we will be there. Things are always important to have pets around. And he
I
pets the
understand.
feline at his side. Although,
And with that,
I do have another pet that I was considering bringing, but they are indisposed.
and what pet was that, if you don't mind us asking?
Well, it's a rabbit. Familiar of mine. She's a conduit for my will. And currently, she's in her cage because she's a bad rabbit.
Oh. Well,
Perhaps
I'm
when
certain
she's
that
coming out of her cage, she'll be doing just fine.
Perhaps so. It's a pleasure to meet you. I sense that there is something over there that I must be doing. And he just starts walking away.
Yeah.
He has gotten bored with you.
That's very feline-ish. Okay. Well, we know he'll be there. And we have a present.
I
I'll
would
have to
be
open
very, 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 very careful about opening that thing.
And Twilight would definitely say, particularly with what um uh, her father had stated about a possibility in their conversation last night. Precautions would need to be made before that gift is opened.
I would say that about any gift that you receive here.
Or a big Twinkle could open all the gifts.
This is how you break the GM.
Winkle could have opened all the gifts for you.
Don't make me. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's do that.
I don't want him killed again.
So, as you guys mingle here, eventually the trumpets will sound and you guys will be escorted into the palace itself, into the throne room, where you guys will meet up with Queen Titania of the Fae. Yeah. As she stands beautiful in front of all of you, it's a absolute honor and privilege to be in her presence. Her beauty.
Is this the wedding ceremony?
Captivating.
Hold on.
No.
Okay.
Yet.
Just making sure.
I've got
Just
you.
making sure.
Got you. Not yet. Yet. That
Just
other
making
thing
sure.
she has to do. I know you want Twilight here for that. Get there.
Thank you.
So, as she stands before everyone, smiles at each of you in turn. A wave of honor and pride goes over each of you as she pays attention. Subjects, Fey lords and Fey ladies, fairies and fauns, creatures from afar. I am Queen Titania of the Fae, and I will hear your entreaty now. Stepping forward will be a treant. He's covered in bark with glowing glowing leaves and sections covered in sap. As he comes forward, King Titania of the Fae, I am the Clockfern Sage. I seek grace from you for our grove. Please shine upon us that our children may grow. Look down upon us from afar and smile that we may know that we may grow. Titania smiles kindly at him. It will be done. We smile upon your grove, the Clockfern Sage. May your children grow strong, never loyal. May you be blessed with the gift of life and light, and may the darkness only touch you when you wish. We are here for you. You are seen. You are appreciated. You are loved. Buckford Sage will bow at the waist. You hear a creaking as he does so. Rising up once again, turns, and exits the throne room. Coming forward, a second person steps into the room. Beautiful and barefoot, she wields a spear and a shield. Her long, gorgeous hair cascades in rivulets behind her. Queen Titania of the Fae, I am Maeve, the warrior princess. I ask for your grace to continue my campaign against those who would do ill against the Fae realms. Smile upon me and allow me to know that I have done well. Queen Titania turns. You have done well in vanquishing our enemies. Continue your work, Maeve, and may your campaign be successful. You have our gratitude and our glance. I smile upon you and say you have done well. With a curtsy, slides her bare feet across the floor. She will back away and turn before walking out of the throne room. This process continues, one after the other. It's almost tiring, except for each of the Fey Lords brags about their own section of the Fey realms today. You learn so much about what's going on just based off of their entreaties and their asks of Queen Titania's grace. As you guys wait your turn, Queen Titania turns and looks at the party. It's obvious that it's your turn. Twilight's Call is going to straighten up just a little bit, and as he steps forward to speak, we're going to come back next week, cover what he says. So, we'll leave that on a little bit of a cliffhanger for him, and we'll come back next week to discover what Twilight's Call has to say to Queen Titania of the Fae about the Shantara Grove and the wedding between him and Covet von Sin. As always, guys, thank you so much for choosing me to be GM. An amazing number of GMs out there. I'm always thankful to be yours. If someone who wants to play my games, I'd love to talk to them. We'll be back this evening for the Rift Wardens as they begin their journey overland, return to Enland Point as they avoid the gaze of Clumenos.